Hello everybody, welcome to week 3 of Teak's case study. Another beautiful day in the Manawatu. You're going to think it's like this all the time, I promise it's not. Teak's just having some dinner with her little friend who wants her dinner. She's been very good, we've done all her photos and things, so I'll have them up over the weekend. Oh, get out of the way, she says, my dinner. You just have to wait for yours, little buddy, you've probably already eaten. So we've actually got some stuff going on with Teak finally. She is, look, you can just move on so I can look at some boobies. Oh, he wants food, that's what's going on. Hope she's patient because she's going to have one of her own to look after shortly. So we've actually got quite a big difference in Teak's udder this week. Hopefully you can see that, but there's some definite development in the size of her udder there. She's starting to get those little white dots around her udder as well that you can see there, but really big difference from where she's been for the last couple of weeks. If you go back and have a look at the previous case studies, you'll see that that udder was almost entirely empty, whereas now there's very obviously some swelling as the milk's starting to come down into her udder. So that's pretty cool. That's the first sign that we've seen of impending foaling coming soon. She's had a bath, so she's got all beautiful and shiny for us. Very camera friendly. So we just pop in there and have another quick look at that udder from this side. So yeah, very much the development. You can see starting in the top of the udder there. If I do tickle her and she jiggles it, she was jiggling it before and you could see it wiggling quite a bit. So definitely more happening in there than there has been in past weeks. So that's cool. So she's about a month out from due, which is about, for an experienced mare or a mare that's had foals, that's about when we would to start seeing some of the milk come on. So that's quite exciting. She's just having a drink. So there was no questions on the Q&A feed this week, but what I am going to talk briefly about is something that's come up a lot this week, and that's foster foals. So there's been a few comments lately that this seems to be a particularly bad year and that there seems to be a lot more foster mares and foals and orphans and things than perhaps we're used to. I was actually talking to someone from the foster foal service who said they're actually down this year on total numbers of matches for their mares and foals. So for those that don't know, a foster foal service is basically a service where you can ring and say, hey look, I've got a mare who's lost a foal, or I've got a foal who needs a new mum, and they actually match you up with a new mare or a new foal that can that can match with whatever it is that you don't have. So if you have a mare, they can find you a foal and vice versa. So I was talking to them and they said they're actually down on numbers, and yet everything I've seen on social media seems to indicate that I don't know what Teak's up to, getting grumpy at someone, seems to indicate that we're actually up on numbers. Now, I don't know for sure, but I think potentially what's happening is that with the advent of social media and its progression and things like that, that people are actually just taking it into their own hands a bit more, and that people are actually going out, and whereas before they might have only asked their friends, hey, do you know anyone that's got a mare or something like that, with the likes of Facebook groups and sharing and things like that, those posts can go viral and get shared really widely really quickly. The other thing that's really important to keep in mind is that Facebook works on algorithms. So what that means, it's great for business owners like what that means is that Facebook does calculations based on what it's going to show you, and it works that out based on what it is that you've been looking at. So because we all feel really strongly for these people that have lost mares and foals, we share those posts, we react to them, we give them words of confidence, and what that says to Facebook is, oh, this is what you want to see. You're commenting on this post, you're interacting with it, so I'm going to find similar posts and show those to you as well. So unfortunately, the more posts we comment on with things like foster foals and stuff like that, the more of it that we are going to see. So I think potentially this has been a bit of a rough year for a lot of people by the sounds of things. Whether you want to put that down to weather, whether it was nutrients in the grass, I don't know. I can't even pretend to know what it is that has caused it, but I do think we need to keep in mind that the evils of social media in terms of, the more we interact with these posts, and I'm not by any sense saying don't interact with them, because I've seen so many, someone got the electric fence there, I've seen so many posts work and so many people find new foals and find foster mums through Facebook sharing, so please keep doing it, but just please be aware too that the more you do it, the more likely you are, unfortunately, to see some of those posts. So while it may seem like this is a particularly bad year, that could be part of the reason that you are seeing that. So if you do have a foster mare or a foster foal, please make sure that you get in touch with your local foster foal organisation, particularly down here in New Zealand and Australia. I can't speak for anywhere else, but I know our foster foal services are really good. The phone numbers I'll post under this for for New Zealand and for Australia. Hopefully you don't need them, and in the online course when we talk about managing orphans, it's not something we ever want to have to do, but if you do have to do it, then it's nice to know that you know what the steps are and what steps you can be taking. And I've got a couple of blog posts due out on the 1st of December. One of them is on how to tell if your newborn foal is healthy, so some parameters, some signs and things that you want to see. And then the other one will be on, what it is that we do to manage orphans and what we can do to help. And then also if we have a mare, what sort of things we need to be considering there as well. So keep an eye out for those. So the last thing that I want to go over today was a few of you might have seen, sorry, it's getting a bit windy. A few of you might have seen a post that I put up yesterday about winning the Intro to Foaling online course, and I said I was going to announce on the live how it is that you can do that. Sorry, I'm just putting some horses in the background so you don't have to look at just me. So to win the Intro to Foaling online course, all you have to do is do the challenge. So we have the Prepare for Foaling 5-day challenge, which starts on the 28th of November and goes through until the 2nd of December. All you have to do to be in to win the online course is to sign up to the challenge. I'll post all the details below this. Sign up to the challenge, complete the 5 days homework, and then join us at the end of the 5 days for a live webinar. Now, someone that's on that live webinar will win the course there in the webinar. It'll be completely random, so everybody has equal chance of winning it. And even if you don't win it, then you still get to go through the Prepare Yourself for Foaling challenge and get all the resources and grumpy bum over here, and we've got the little man coming to say hi too. So even if you don't win it, you still do get all the benefits of doing the online Prepare Yourself for Foaling challenge, so you get to do the course anyway, and then if you get you get to do the challenge anyway, and then if you want to win the online course, you just have to partake in the live webinar. I'm going to try and set the webinar up so that it's at a friendly time for as many nationalities as possible, obviously bearing in mind that there are quite a few different time zones I'll be working with. So I will pop the details down below this post. There will be instructions on how to get signed up for the challenge and how to win the Intro to Foaling online course. I'm also going to be giving away one half price course for someone as well. Now, to win the half price course, all you have to do is refer a friend to sign up and complete the Prepare for Foaling challenge. So I'll put a post up on Facebook. If you share that, tag your friends, and when they sign up, just get them to message me and say, hey, this is the person that referred me. And for every person that you refer that joins the course, you'll get one chance to win a half price discount on the Intro to Foaling course. So you've got an option to win a half price, or if you participate in the challenge yourself, you have an option to win it completely free of charge. Now, the online Intro to Foaling course has 12 detailed modules going all the way from looking after your pregnant mare right through to the first 2 weeks of the foal's life, covers the different stages of labour, potential problems, normal signs in the foals and mares after foaling, all those sorts of things. You also get access to a video library of mares in different stages of labour, and our 66-page foaling planner workbook, which you can download and complete and keep for yourself as well. This is the first time Teak's come to say hi. Hi. Say hi to your fans. She's famous. Hey. She's a better movie star than I am. This is the first time I have put this out publicly, but there are going to be some really exciting, fantastic bonuses that are going to be offered that you can't get anywhere else as part of the Prepare Yourself for Foaling challenge and the online course that goes with that. So keep an eye out for those. I think I'm really excited about them. I've shared them with a few people, and I think they're going to be really useful and really helpful for you guys. So that's pretty much it for today. I will have Teak's case study and photos and things up this weekend, so you can all check out part 3. And I would imagine that with her udder developing a bit more now, that we will start to see some quicker progression as she moves towards foaling time. So that's pretty exciting. And who knows, this time next month we could have a little baby Teak somewhere. So as usual, any questions, just pop them down below. I try and respond to my Facebook messages and things as much as possible. Really? So don't be a stranger, get in our foaling group and say hi, share some pictures, and I will see you guys all next week. And let's just say goodbye to Teak. I'll give you another quick view of her udder for those of you that missed her, and then we will sign off. I'll see you guys next week. So here we go, just for those of you that have just joined us. Teak's udder is definitely growing a lot more than what we've seen. We saw basically no change between weeks 1 and 2, and a very obvious change in week 3. So very exciting. We're going to start seeing those changes. So I will keep you posted, and the case study will be up this week, and I will see you guys next week. Until then, I'll catch you later. Bye. Oh yes, goodbye to you too. Really? See you later, guys.